So, hello and welcome everyone to day two of the end of year expansion. And I still want to check quickly if everything is working and I'm live on Facebook. Yes, I think it is working. Amazing. So, welcome. Day two, the end of year expansion. If you watch on Facebook, then hello, good to see you. Give me Give me a comment, say hi if you're here, or if you watch the replay, please type in hashtag replay. As you know, there's a bug on that lamp here, sorry. As you know, yeah, the comments are so slow in Facebook, so I might not see them in real time. And those of you who are here on Zoom, welcome everyone. And of course, we have a chat here. So, how are you feeling for day two? And I would love to hear from you. What are you most excited about or looking forward to when it comes to money on this call of day two? Give me a comment. What's the piece when it comes to money where you still want to shift something, where you are excited about, yeah, hearing more, diving deeper into, so that you can shift that? Let me know also if you watch the replay. Please give me your comments, engage. I always love to see your comments, your questions, see where you're at. That's how I can best support you. And if you haven't watched day one, then I highly recommend that you go back and watch it. It was super powerful, all about leadership and visibility and how to really shift into the leader, the CEO energy that you truly are, that is within you, accessible every time, like all the time. So go back, watch the replay of day one. And yeah, let me see the comments. So ready, stepping into my magical self, aligning with my money magnet self. Awesome. I've been naming my money, and when spending, asking it to come back 2 or 3 times greater. Wow, that's so cool. Yeah. Always focusing on receiving and on the flow of on giving and receiving, right? Yeah. Having to retreat, having my retreat center in Jamaica and helping those impacted by the hurricane. Yeah, you are doing such much needed work, Rosie. Good to see you. Good. So I know some of you will join in later. Yeah, and there's someone else joining actually. Amazing. So today I want to speak to you, of course, about money and receiving. Really, I want to help you to elevate your money frequency and expand your capacity again. We touched on that topic yesterday as well, because when it comes to money, receiving more, it's really also about who you are. It's about your frequency. It's about your energy, your capacity to expand as well. So you want to open up to the next income level and you want to do that with joy, with ease, and not because it's just easy, but because it's natural for you to expand, to allow, to receive. Yeah, Terza, good to see you on the call as well. So also, of course, I am having a prize. One person from this event is going to win 2 weeks totally free in my Path to 10K mastermind, and I'll announce the winner tomorrow live on the call. So if you are keen on that, no matter if you're live or on the replay, then show me in the comments. Leave me a comment. Let me know that you actually would love this win. Good. Of course, also, I am going to make you an invitation into the Money Magic program, a 6 weeks program that I'm super excited about. It's almost ready and we start next week already. This is all about diving deeper into your relationship to money and shifting you on a deep subconscious level. There will be a hypnosis session, there will be some modules, there will be live calls, and all of this for 6 weeks. At the moment, you can get it for only 99 euros. More of the details tomorrow, and I'll also send out a link so that you can, yeah, get a nice overview, or you let me know if you want to jump in. 4 ladies have signed up already, and I'm super excited to start that in 1 week from now. Exactly now. Yeah, cool. Good. So Once you are already making money in your business, the next jump doesn't really come from a better strategy or from doing more or from pushing harder. They really come from who you are being. And you know that because I've spoken about this so often, and many of you here are my clients. Many of you have been following me since very long, and you all make money in your business, and you know that it's not about a strategy, pushing harder, doing more, hustling more. Of course, we need all these steps, right? We need to know what to do every day, but really, the next level is about you shifting into the next level of your being. This is really about how can you shift into this version of you, into this energy and frequency that can hold more? How can you receive more? How can you feel safe with the next level, with earning more? So really, women who are at, let's say, whatever you make monthly, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, don't get stuck because of a lack of strategy, because you are doing the things already. You are doing the steps of, bringing in people, attracting people. You nurture them. You are in conversations. You put out content. You do a whole lot of things. So you don't get stuck because of a lack of strategy, but because your money identity hasn't elevated to match the next level that that wants to earn more, where there is the next level of your income. Your next level isn't created from doing more. It's created from becoming more. And I always speak about you need to go first. You need to become that version of yourself first. And this is really what it's all about. Now, you might have heard that many times, and you might think that you understand this, that you step into this very often. And yes, I know you do. And still, if you are not at the next income level, if you feel like you've been pushing since a while and somehow, there is this ceiling and you just can't get past that level, still there is some identity pieces that have to shift, that have to expand, and then the money follows. We know that with success, always it's 80% inner work and it's 20% aligned action, aligned strategy. So your inner world literally is your business strategy at this level. And Dina says it is finally landing for me. The past few months, that it's about embodiment of who I desire to be, my higher adoration. Yes, exactly. And this is, these are things we speak about and we hear those words and we know this since long, but then how does it feel and what does it mean personally for you to embody that version, to feel that, to step into that frequency, right? This might be a slightly different experience for each one of us, and it doesn't happen overnight. Again, it is a journey, and you might have, little moments where you step into that, and they can get more and more if you have the awareness, you focus on it, and you practice that as much possible. So your money relationship also matters at any level in your business. Of course, when you're just starting out, when you just make a couple of hundreds, when you make 1,000, 2,000, 5, 10, like at any level, someone who goes from 6 figures to 7 figures, the relationship to money matters so much. So if you're already signing clients, if you're already earning consistently every month, if you, of course, you are meant for so much more. You are here for way bigger things. You are here for, so many more levels to come. And really, I've heard that from six-figure earners as well, that there can still be this feeling that maybe there's some pressure when money goes out. If it's a higher amount, for example, or a hesitation when you want to invest in a higher level, or a resistance around raising your prices. or, some urgency or fear or contraction about keeping the money that you have and not giving it away because it might not feel too safe. Or guilt when receiving more than you used to receive. So this is not just at the beginning stages. This is not just at 1 or 2K months. This is just a normal part of, let's say, doing business, growing your business, this business journey. Because every time that you move to the next level, you move into something that you haven't experienced before. So that means for your system, for your nervous system, your subconscious mind, it's new, it's different, it's unfamiliar. And that means it's not safe. So that means every time you have to shift yourself, you have to do the work to adjust, to be safe with this version of you that can hold the next level, that can create in the next level. Okay? So these patterns come from your subconscious mind, from your subconscious money story, and not from your current reality. So um, these are the patterns that we really need to look at, that we want to discover in ourselves. And these are the patterns that cap your income. Because, of course, in our mind, there's always, let's say, the pattern, the blueprint from the past. Might be your childhood patterns. If you've done a lot of work, then, you've solved a lot, you've healed a lot, you've upgraded. Well, but then the patterns around your money story are the ones from, recent, the last years. Last year, what you created in your business. That means when you want to go to the next level now, you have to do the work. You have to literally upgrade these patterns within you. And you can't break your income ceiling and get to the next level with the same emotional patterns that you have built around money. Does that make sense? So you know that your money story is running the show. Just like we know that 95% of our behavior uh, uh, it comes from the subconscious mind, is created and controlled from the subconscious mind. So of course, when it comes to money, your relationship to money, um, the stories that you have in the subconscious mind, they run the show. So your childhood shaped the way that your body reacts to money. That's how it is. So, of course, not consciously, but subconsciously. Makes so much sense. I'm done with 2000 a month and ready for 10K a month. Of course you are. And that's why we work together, right? And you are on a good path. So, yeah, and there are these patterns that come in, where it just feels like it's not enough, or there's this inconsistency, or the fear when investing, the fear that maybe, the supply might run out, or, that the risk might be too high and you want to invest, but there's the fear. Or you feel like you want to shrink at higher prices. Or sometimes you even want to avoid looking at your bank account or get really clear on your numbers. That is also some sort of a money block when you avoid getting clear on your numbers. And I worked with a few clients who actually earn good money, who earn a couple of thousands every month. And when I ask them, what are your exact numbers? They have to think, they have to look, they need their computer to check their numbers. And this is not, this is just not helping you. We want to face everything. We need to really create this habit to, despite the concern, the fear, the discomfort, get clear on our numbers. Look at the bank account, look at what comes in, look at what goes out, and really open up to all of this. And it has all to do, of course, with feeling safe. Otherwise, you wouldn't play this game of avoiding something or, not look at your bank account or, yeah, things like that. So you are earning money from your past money story, not your future self, but you actually earn money from your past money story. And we always run on outdated beliefs because our behavior comes from the subconscious mind. And of course, those beliefs, one can say they're always outdated. They're always old because they are not created right now. They come from the past. This is where we continuously want to do the work, where we always want to check in with ourselves in all the money situations. And this is one of the practices I really recommend to you and that I've spoken with my clients about very often. In all the money situations, just observe yourself. When you make a transaction, when you receive money, when you make a larger investment, when you look at your bank account, when you do your monthly numbers and whatever, anything that has to do with money, really observe yourself. How are you truly feeling? How is your body responding? What are the little thoughts that pop into your mind? Because the behavior, the action steps comes after. First is the thought, the feeling, and your physical body response. The more you learn to observe yourself there, the more you will discover what the true feeling and the belief and the pattern is behind. Because it's actually not that difficult. Of course, money blocks can be sneaky, but it's when you really observe yourself in the money situations, it's not that difficult to see what is behind it when you are willing to fully face it. And yeah, that is what you really want to do in daily life. So I would love to hear from you in the comments. What is a feeling that you notice that comes up quite often around money or in money situations? Or it can be like a physical response from your body as well, or a story in your head. Like, what is your response in money situations? What comes up for you very often? What do you notice? And also you on the replay, please let me know. How am I going to come up with that? Yeah, so that's the question that straight pops into your mind. How am I going to come up with that? That means there is already like that normal that there isn't enough. Because yeah, it's when you ask the question, how am I going to come up with that? That means already you feel like you know that there's nothing or there's not enough. That what you need, the money that you need to pay that bill is not there. So that's really there's this lack belief. That comes from lack, right? To that your mind jumps into that. So now, yeah, really think about what can you do that you rewire this thought. How can you, in those moments when that comes up, mm, instead of asking, how can I come up with that? Shift yourself into a different story, into a different feeling that you are always provided for, or anything that resonates with you, or that, of course, there is enough. I mean, you've lived quite a few years on this planet and you've made it and you're still here and you have enough every day, right? And life moves on and you are here every day. So there is enough. You are okay. So let me see yeah, I already have everything I need. I'm always provided for. Let me see. Avoid looking. Yeah. And that avoidance comes from being scared that there's something that you are not safe with. So really shift yourself. It is safe to look at all of that. It's safe to look at your numbers. It's safe to look at your bank account. I used to feel restricted in my body, anxious. Now, when I spend, I feel free and give larger tips, knowing it is in circulation and will come back with more, embodying that aspect of myself, new practice. That is so, so good. And this is the work we need to do. It's really about that embodiment in daily life, in the situations. Yeah, there's abundance everywhere we look. And it's a matter of focus. And you all know that, of course. And the trust is a big thing as well. Yeah. So there's something that I call the money home. And you maybe have heard that from me as well. Um, I say each one of us has a money home. That is the energetic level of money that feels safe, familiar, and normal in your body. So that for what feels safe, familiar, and normal for you, that's like your home. And that is where your subconscious mind will always pull you back into. This is where your nervous system feels safe and relaxed. And if your money home feels safe with not having enough, because not because you like that, but because this is what you're used to. This is maybe how you grew up. This is how you spent your life, more or less. Then you literally need to change your money home. So your system won't let you just get to 5K months, 10K months, if your home is actually being at not enough, you know? So this is not because you are not capable or because it's not available for you. Of course, you all can do this. You all can shift this. It's really because your nervous system hasn't expanded to hold more, to feel safe with more. And this is why you get so close to breakthroughs and you feel it and you know it's very close. And then you can slip back to your normal, your money home, you know? This is not really self-sabotage or this is not a spell or anything, but this is really safety. And we are wired, our subconscious mind is wired to keep us safe. And that means keeping us in the familiar because this is where we are safe, right? So we need to build a new money home. If you really want to rise and make more money and create success and all of that, you must create a new internal normal. So this means you really need to heal these worthiness wounds. We know that when it comes to money, receiving more, it has a lot to do with your self-worth, with feeling worthy and deserving of more. So any wounds around worthiness is what we need to heal so that we really take care of ourselves, that we feel worthy. But not just telling ourselves that. You want to act on that in daily life. Do something good for yourself. Spend money and time on yourself because you know you are worthy. Give yourself something special, and it doesn't matter if that's big or small, on your level. But act on it. Do something. You need to release the fear around receiving more. And of course, we all want to receive more, but there's actually a lot of fear in many people around receiving more and what that actually can mean. If you go deeper into the fear of receiving more, you might discover that for you, that means like more responsibility or more pressure or people or family not liking you anymore. Or, there are all sorts of interesting stories and beliefs that we can have when it comes to receiving more. We need to make money feel safe in our body. And there are so many practices that you can do. Like you can have a bit more cash in your wallet or visible on your desk, or just every now and then hold your money and show yourself, feel in your body that, hey, for me, it's safe to have all of this money, write these checks for yourself or create little games or, a vision board or visual things where you see yourself with more money and you say yes to that and you breathe that into your body and you feel good about it so that your body can make this shift into feeling safe with more. So you want to become that woman who naturally stabilizes her higher income. So this internal state of being safe and excited with holding more, with receiving more, is something you want to work on every day. You want to embody this every day, just like the leadership work we spoke about yesterday. It's a way of being. All this work, of course, it's not something you do and then you kind of tick the box and say, I did the money block work. This is your way of being. This is the embodiment every day of your next level version. And she's here now. You don't have to become someone else. It's within you, that frequency, that knowing, that feeling. And when you feel safe with money, money feels safe with you. Because this energy that money is also has to feel safe with you. Yeah, Dina, I go into the embodiment daily whenever I find myself just being on autopilot, dropping into my next level self. Yeah, and that's the practice we want to do every day, right? So, yeah, money then feels safe with you because just imagine, I mean, if there's fear and stress and blame and guilt and all of that, of course, for money being an energy, that's not really a place where you want to be. So, create an internal money home where money feels so excited and safe to be. Because safety is the real money work. You don't attract what you want, but you attract what your system can hold. And that's really, I think, the biggest piece. We don't get what we want in life, but we get what our system can hold and what we feel safe with. So if your nervous system doesn't feel safe with wealth, it will push away that income that you are trying to make. Or, I mean, we know these stories, right? When people actually make some good money, but then somehow they do things to make sure to get rid of it again. They go, extensive shopping or things break down so that the money that came in, that extra that came in, they just have to actually spend it again to fix something or. So this is all in your subconscious that wants to keep you at the same level where you're at. And this is the safety work that you want to do. So it's the safety, it's the regulation to regulate yourself. It's about the capacity, your capacity to hold. And this is why on day one we do the work we did yesterday, but always it's the first piece is stepping into your power, into your inner leader, into that CEO energy, into expanding yourself, stepping into your authority, because that is the energy that you need in order to hold more, in order to feel safe at the next level. Yeah. So, your next income level is not created by numbers, of course. It's created by your identity, by your capacity, by your energy. And I would love to guide you through a little, about 10 minutes process that you all love, I know, like a little activation that will help you to shift, to let go of some of the old stuff and shift you into feeling safe. Yeah, you all love that. I know. Yeah, good. But before we dive into that, I would love to hear from you in the comments. What is a question that you would love to ask me when it comes to money or any specific money situation, live or on replay? Um, is there any question, anything in particular that's in your mind now that you would like to ask me? Then please put it in the comments. I'll quickly check if I see anything here on Facebook. Yeah, there are people watching on Facebook. Can't see who it is. And I'm actually... Oh, Linda is here. Nice to see you. So if you have any questions, then let me know. How long did it take you to feel safe with larger amounts of money? That's a very good question. I have to say that in my life, my money home, let's say, and how I earned money, it was literally like a massive up and down. So I grew up with this main feeling and the whole stress and anxiety around money that we don't have enough. We didn't know how to pay the bills and we didn't know where the money should come from. So there was a whole lot of stress and anxiety over my entire childhood years that there is not enough money. And already when I was like 16, 17, 18, I stepped into, well, doing meditations, into spirituality, into really becoming independent as well, being very, free-minded. And when I started to work after school, I had this thing, I'm gonna make my money, I'm here to make money. And already then in my 20s, my early 20s, I actually earned a lot of money. I worked in hospitality and I worked over the season and yeah, I did also events like weddings and I was the supervisor in this restaurant where I worked over 10 years. So I actually made really good money. And I didn't have the time to spend it because from March till October, I just worked. And then I was there in October with like, whatever, 15, 20, 25,000 euros cash in my hand. And it just felt good. And I felt like I deserved this. I worked for it. And yeah, it just felt amazing. I had times with 100,000 euros on my bank account and I knew I'm just going to move countries. And I did all that. And then I have to say, with the birth and all the experiences then of my son, my first child, somehow that completely threw me back to all the childhood patterns and also around money. The insecurities, the fears, all these patterns that I specifically took on from my mother as well, that I discovered all in, the hypnosis work, the RTT, in the sessions that I got. Um, all of that popped up again. So it was somehow buried under, like, during those years where I just felt free and traveled and made a whole lot of money. But then when I became a mother, and yeah, that shifted everything. And I literally I found myself again then when my son was really small in a situation where I was actually completely broke again. And this is when I then started consciously doing really that deeper work around money. That was pretty exactly 10 years ago. And yeah, then I had to shift everything. It didn't, I can't tell, it didn't take that long. I mean, um, I made a couple of thousands then, um, in the second and third year of my business. And I felt good with money, but there was so much inner stuff that came up that I didn't think it's there. And I thought I worked through a lot of that stuff. But really, yeah, this is where I had to do years long of work. And I feel like in the last 3 years, I've I've healed a whole lot of stuff where I feel like I'm not going there anymore. It's kind of it's done. And of course, for the next level, I have to do some work again. Since 3 years or so, I'm over that. And now it's more like really, yeah, the next level of leadership, of receiving, I mean, in the last couple of months or since August, I had 3 moments where I really did the work around money again, and the week later, 5,000 euros came in. The second time again, another time over 2,000. And it was just like where I played this game with this practice that I do, where I felt like, yeah, of course it's working. Of course I know how to do this. And the week later it comes in. Yeah, of course. Um, yeah, so it's about the next level, yes, now. So I can't give you an exact time, but I think you get what I mean, right? It's just really an interesting journey. Yeah. Everything changes when you become a mother. I mean, you all are mothers, so you all know that the responsibility that you have for a little human, a helpless little human that you love more than anything else, it's like, I really didn't know myself anymore. I was always courageous. I was bold. I was the most confident person. I thought, fuck that, I can do anything. Nothing's gonna happen to me ever. I traveled the whole world. Nothing ever happened. I was always fine. And now I don't want to go on a big bike. I rode a big bike. I had a horse. I don't want to ride a horse. I don't want to go on a big bike because I feel like if something happens to me, what would I do? My kids need me now. I can do that when they're older. But this whole feeling around safety and yeah, taking care of myself and of, making sure things are safe. Like it's a whole different level. Yeah, amazing. Good. So then, let's start. And I invite you to make yourself comfortable. Just lean back for a moment and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Breathe into your heart. And with the exhale, just let go. Relax. Allow your body to let go, to relax. All is good. Just take another very deep breath in. Breathe in and notice how you take. You receive the breath and release, and you give back. You let go. Now imagine a warm golden light above your head. It's like a gentle glowing shower. And this golden light begins to pour down over you. It's like you're switching on the shower. Just allow it to pour down over you. First over your head. And as you feel this golden light touching your head, it's washing away old money fears, old stories, old patterns. So you just allow yourself to stand in that golden light shower. It's falling onto your head, your face, your jaw, your neck. And as this golden light touches these body parts, you notice how the tension releases. And as the tension releases and you relax more, you release the not enough, the lack, you release the pressure. And this golden light is doing a brilliant job in just washing it away. So your job is to just allow this golden light to wash over you, to flow through you. The golden shower moves over your chest, your heart, your belly, washing away scarcity, guilt, fear of receiving. Everything heavy melts off you and falls away. And as you breathe, you notice how you breathe lighter and deeper. And it just feels so relieving, so good. This golden light is flowing down your legs, your knees, your feet. And all the old energy drains into the earth. And now you stand here. You feel clear, open, empty in the best way, ready to receive new truths. And this golden light now settles inside your heart. And you feel the warmth in your heart. It feels steady, safe. And my words resonate with you. Your subconscious mind hears my words and takes them as a truth. It is safe to receive money. It is safe for you to receive money. It is safe to hold money. Money is safe in your life. Money is a golden light. Money is energy. You know that. And this golden light is the energy of money. It's flowing through you. It's part of you. Now see this golden light expand from your heart into your financial world. You see your bank account glowing, golden, beautiful. Your wallet is glowing, glowing gold. All your accounts or wherever you have money, your PayPal, Stripe, cards, transactions, all surrounded by this safe, warm, golden frequency. And it feels so exciting to actually look at that. You look at your numbers, your accounts, and it feels exciting because it's all glowing and it all feels so safe, so expansive. The energy of money and your energy are now the same light. There's no separation. There's only flow. Imagine money flowing in, payments, clients, opportunities, and it's all wrapped in this golden light that makes you feel so safe. You breathe in deeply as you hear my words. Take a deep breath and say, yes, I'm ready to receive more. I'm ready to hold more. I am safe with more. And feel the shift in your body. Your heart softening, your belly relaxing, your nervous system opening. You are opening up to your new money home. You are safe to check your accounts, safe to see numbers rise. And you see the numbers rising on your accounts, and it feels good and exciting. Safe to have more money than ever before. Money feels peaceful around you. It likes being here. It trusts you. You are a safe space for money to land, to stay, to grow. Now see your future self walking forward. And the golden light expands around her too. You are excited to see that. Yes, this is you, of course. See her. She opens her phone and sees payments coming in. She receives clients with ease. She makes decisions from alignment, not fear. She sells boldly, naturally, clearly. And there's this golden light everywhere. This is you. This is your new identity. So silently, repeat after me. Money is safe with me. I am safe receiving more. I hold money with ease. My energy attracts wealth. I am a golden light for money. Take a deep breath. Let it anchor deep into your nervous system, deep into your body, into who you are. You are safe. You are open. You are ready. And I'll count you back now. On the count of 1, you are returning to your body. On the count of 2, you feel so excited, so grounded and steady. On the count of 3, you notice your breath being lighter. On the count of 4, bringing energy back into your limbs. And on the count of 5, opening your eyes. And when you are ready, just come back into this call and feel clear, calm, and safe with money. And when you are back, I would love to see a comment. How are you feeling? I know this was amazing for you. How are you feeling in your body, with the golden light, with money? When you think of your money, your accounts, your cards, your payments, how are you feeling now? Let me know, also on replay. I feel so light and peaceful. Beautiful. That was so beautiful. Thank you. I feel worthy, wealthy, and aligned. Lighter was able to shift my energy. Amazing, amazing. And that is what we want. And I'll come back to Facebook a bit later. Awesome. You are so welcome. So, today you've had a taste of how powerful this inner work is. And this was now not even an hour. This is just the beginning. You know this. So I give you an opportunity to go way deeper into this with me inside the money magic. I really would love to support you further to rewire your subconscious, heal your money story, build your new money home, and yeah, increase safety around receiving, holding more, expand your wealth identity. And we combine the energy, the aligned strategy, the mindset work so that you get to your next income level. This is a 6 weeks experience, 99 euros. It's open now and it's going to go to 199 in January. We start next week on the 10th of December. So send me a message, or I will also put a message into the group chat with a link about the details. You can have a look at it, and I highly recommend you jump in. It's going to be a super powerful container and will set you up for the best start for 2026 when it comes to your income. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining. I love you all. And tomorrow is day 3, and I'm going to share with you the steps from attracting, nurturing, converting your clients. So tomorrow is going to be strategy, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Also, I will announce a winner who will win 2 weeks in my mastermind. So thank you for being here. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. Bye for now. Bye.